Hi everyone! Before I got the 5D Mark IV, I was looking at more info on the bracketing capabilities of this camera and I could not find any good resource. So today I thought I'd show you in this short video how the bracketing works on this camera and what are the capabilities of this camera in this sense. So there are two places in the menu where you have to one is to turn on and one is to set up the bracketing. So let's have a look. So I go into the menu. To set up the bracketing, you have to go to the custom functions menu and the first tab. Here you have two options which you have to set up. First is the bracketing sequence. So let's choose that. You see the possible orders. So for instance, the 0 minus plus means the first shot taken is the middle exposure, then it takes the darker exposures and then the brighter ones. My favorite is minus 0 plus. That means it will start with the darkest exposure and go up until to the brightest one. So let's set that up. The second thing is how many shots you take. You can choose from 3, 2, 5 or 7. The 3, 5 and 7 are evenly spaced. By the 2 shots you can choose if the second shot is either darker or brighter than the first shot. So let's choose, let's say 5. So now we have it set up and we have to turn it on. So we have to go to shots, the second tab, and here the first option is exposure compensation, so we choose that. And with the front wheel I can choose what's the difference between two shots. So like this, the difference is 1 stop. I can go as high as to 3 stops between two exposures. So if it's set like this, it will be -6, -3, 0, +3, +6. But let's make it a little smaller. Let's make it -2, -1, 0, +1, +2. I click set to set it up. And now, if I take a shot, it will start. On the Canon cameras, if you set up that you use the 2-second timer, so this is the 2-second timer, I can go, this is the 2-second timer. If I use that, and you see it counts, and it will take all the shots for me. If you don't use the timer, you have to press the shutter button as many times as you have brackets to take all the shots. With the self timer is much easier, the camera will do all the work for you. There is one limit though, the shots will not go over 30 seconds. So for instance, if your +1 exposure was 30 seconds, your +2 exposure will be 30 seconds again. The camera will just not go higher. If you want to go higher, you have to use the bulb mode, and the 5D Mark IV has a built-in bulb timer, so just have a look at that. So I turn off the bracketing, and if I want to use a bulb timer, I have to switch my camera to bulb, go into the menu. Here I will go for the fourth tab until under shots, choose the bulb timer, enable it, and I have to choose my time. So for instance, if I want a 60-second shot, I have to go here and set it up to be, okay, this is minutes, this is not seconds. So let's set this up to 1 minute. Okay. Okay, so now it's set up for 1 minute. So if I go and take a shot, so you see it counted down and now it takes the 1 minute shot. So if I wanted a bracketing series where I need a longer exposure than 30 seconds, I will have to do first the brackets that the camera can do, and then for the last exposure I will just keep the ISO and f-stop and just do the bulb mode with the setting of how long I want the exposure. So this is all about exposure bracketing on the Canon 5D Mark IV, and see you by the next video.